Ram, Ram, Ram. Valmiki Muni Singhas Kavita Van Charina Shruvan Ram Kadanadam Kona Jati Paramgatim. Who in this world will not attain salvation? Who happened to hear the story of Ram, composed by the lion among poets, Valmiki, who always lived in the forest. Yep, Pibhan Ram, Charita Murthas Sagaram, Ruthsam Munim Bande, Parachetasa Ma Kalmasham. I salute that resplendent sage who never got satisfied but forever drank the story of Ram, which is like the sea of nectar. So first we'll say a few words here. In the first two verses, Shri Valmiki Muniji is glorified as the nightingale, Kokila, Valmiki Kokilam. But then at the same time, in the second verse, he's glorified as lion among poets. So it seems a bit contradictory. Kokil cannot be lion. Lion cannot be kokil. But he's both. So our acharyas explained the meter of Ramayana, the taste in the Ram Katha, the rasa is very sweet. It's as if Kokila is singing. But at the same time, just like a lion, when lion roars, all other animals they become quiet, they run away. So when Shri Valmiki ji recites Shri Ramayana, the messages of the teachings are so deep that many people who are not taking shelter of Lord Ram, they miss the deeper messages of Shri Ramayana because they're speculative in nature. They're not rasika. So example is given of in Prayag we see three rivers coming Sangam. It's always say Prayag has Sangam of Ganga, Jamuna and Saraswati. But Mother Saraswati, river Saraswati is hidden. Nobody can see in Prayag river Saraswati. You can see Mother Ganga and Jamuna coming together very distinctly. But just like river Saraswati is hidden, similarly the messages, the deeper meanings, the insights are hidden in the pages of Sri Ramayana. That's beyond the storyline. Most of us like the storyline, but the messages that change our lives, that makes a dent in our lives, that makes the society, the community, the world a better place, are the messages. So that's why Valmiki is also compared to a lion. He's roaring those deeper meanings. So Shri Valmiki Muniji, he was in a hermitage and Srila Narad Muni visits his Gurudev. Valmiki Muni's Gurudev is also Srila Narad Muni. When Srila Narad Muni comes to Valmiki's hermitage, this is the question Valmiki ji asked. Very wonderful question. Is there a person in this world who is full of good virtues and is at the same time powerful, grateful, truthful, determined, and also compassionate? This is the question Valmiki is asking to his Gurudev. Is there a person who displays exemplary conduct, ardently wishes and works for the good of all, is wise, competent, beyond doubt, and good looking? Is there a person who is self-satisfied, who has control over his anger, whose beauty casts a spell over everyone, who is free from envy, and whose courage never fails him? This is the question Srila Narad Muni, Srila Valmiki ji asked his Gurudev Narad Muni. And it's explained, Srila Narad Muni does not answer right away. He said, give me a few minutes. Acharya has explained, Srila Narad Muni actually goes in meditation, in trance. He already knew the answer, but he's emotionally very surcharged. And then after a few minutes, he answers to Srila Valmiki Muni that there is only one person in this whole universe. His name is Lord Ram, who fits in your criteria of all the answers to all your questions you're asking: most powerful, grateful, truthful, compassionate, exemplary conduct. So that was the answer given by Srila Narad Muni. Now it's beautiful that after giving one-line answer, then Srila Narad Muni actually recites Ramayana in Sankshep, in brief, to Valmiki Muni ji. So Valmiki Muni hears the story of Ramayana from the lotus mouth of Srila Narad Muni in that particular conversation. And then it's explained, Valmiki Muni ji actually goes to take bath in the river with his disciple Bhardwaj Muni. And they see two birds, cranes in today's Western language, called cranes, and they are performing some intimate pastimes together, and they get hit by the hunter. One hunter from nowhere, he shoots arrows to the crane, and the male crane dies on the spot, and female crane is lamenting in despair. And Sri Valmiki Muniji sees this scene on the bank of the river, and he becomes angry. In that impulsive anger, he cursed the hunter, that just like you are giving suffering to this female crane by killing her husband, you must also suffer, to the hunter. But after giving that curse, Srila Narad Muni laments that why I became angry and why I gave this curse. There must be some reason. So Srila Valmiki Muni was very composed. He would not get angry like that. But he said there must be some, like we say, there is Krishna's hand in whatever is happening. So this curse is going through his mind. He goes back to his hermitage and all night, and then he's noticing that there is some specific meter in which this curse was done. So he asked Bharadwaj Muni also that, do you see some meaning here? And while they were discussing, Lord Brahmaji actually appears in the hermitage of Srila Narad Muni. Sorry, Srila Valmiki Muni. And Valmiki Muni, he confirms with Brahmaji that this curse has happened. This particular hunter has shot an arrow and killed this bird, and I cursed, and there is this special meter, and is there some meaning? So Lord Brahmaji himself also confirmed with Valmiki Muniji that yes, this is the arrangement of the Lord, that this curse was given. These birds, these words of curse was put in your mouth by Mother Saraswati for you to recite Ramayana. So in this way, Brahmaji actually benedicts that as long as the mountains and rivers flourish on this planet Earth, the legend of Lord Ram will always be continue to shine, and your glories, Valmiki Muni, will also will always be there as long as Ramayana is sung. Your glories will also be sung. So this is the benediction of Lord Brahmaji to Valmiki Muni. So this is one part that's going on in the ashram of Valmiki Muniji, and he's also thinking in that setting that how come I was the chosen one to recite Ramayana? And then he's discussing with his disciple Bharadwaj Muni and many other disciples, and they concluded that it's because Mother Sita has taken shelter of ashram of Valmiki Muni. Because of that, Valmiki Muni has the credit to recite Sri Ramayana by the blessing of Mother Sita. So that's going on in the hermitage of Valmiki Muniji. And then in the spiritual realm, demigods are approaching Lord Vishnu because they are tormented. Ravana, after taking, he has done a tremendous amount of austerities, and now he has taken boons from Lord Brahmaji, and he has actually taken over all the demigods. Many demigods were his like steps. He will in the morning, every morning, he will actually put his foot on the heads of many demigods to get to his Singhasan. He had many demigods serving in his kitchen. So all the devatas, they're tormented. So they approached Lord Vishnu to please do something. This is in the spiritual realm. And Lord Vishnu instructed all these demigods who approached him. He said, you please, I will appear. Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata yuddhanam dharmasya sajamenam. So he said, I will appear, but I order all of you to also first appear on the planet Earth. Tadatma nam sajameyam. I will appear myself. Pritranaya sadhuna vinashaya dushkritam dharam sanstapnarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. Millennium after millennium, I appears to protect my devotees and to annihilate the miscreants like Ravana. I will appear. But you first go on the planet Earth and appear. And you make sure you appear take humble position and appear as monkeys. And also be ready to work very hard. So appear with a seva mood. So humility and seva, it was actually instructed by Lord Vishnu to all the demigods, that you first appear and then I will come. And on this planet Earth, in Ayodhya, we see Dashrath Maharaj, Ayodhya means that's cannot be conquered. And Dashrath Maharaj had 353 wives, 3 primary wives. Water of Ayodhya was like sugarcane juice. For 11 years, it's explained there was a drought, but nobody even noticed. They had so much water. Ayodhya was surrounded by this Sarayu river. Nobody had locks, no beggars. Everybody had everything. Everybody was super happy, all the citizens. But Dashrath Maharaj was not so happy because he didn't have a son. So he performed Ashwamedh Yagya, Putra Kameshtki Yagya, and then we understand the story that this amazing personality came from the Yagya, and he gave this pot of sweet rice and given to the queens of Dashrath Maharaj, Mother Kushalya, Kakai, and Sumitra. And Lord Ram appeared from the womb of Kaushalya. From Kakai, Bharat appeared, and from Sumitra, Lakshman and Shatrughna appeared. And it's explained that when they appeared, they were Lakshman, Bharat, and Shatrughna. They were crying, and their cradles were brought closer to Lord Ram. Lakshman cradle was brought closer to Lord Ram, and then they stopped crying. But then they started crying again, and then Lakshman was put in the cradle of Lord Ram, and then they were very happy. Similarly, Shatrughna was put in the cradle of Bharat Maharaj, and then he was very happy. Then they did not cry again. So that serving mood of Lakshman to Lord Ram, it was displayed in the very beginning at the time of birth. And I believe that 24,000 verses in Ramayana, and it's explained only 10 verses are describing some pastimes of the childhood of Lord Ram, because he's Maryada Purushottam. Because of Maryada Purushottam, he is there to teach us. Not only Lord Ram is teaching us, but through his associates, through Mother Sita, through Lakshman, through Bharat, through Shatrughna, through Shri Hanumanji, through Jamamanji, through Sugriv, Bali. So this Maryada Purushottam part that he's teaching us how to lead life with character and standards and etiquettes is the whole, it's the gist of whole Ramayana. Yes, through the direct dealings of Lord Ram with his brothers, with his father, with his mothers, with his devotees who took shelter of him, with others who did not take shelter of him. For example, Ravana, he did not take shelter of Lord Ram, but it's explained that he was not cutting those 10 heads of Ravana in one shot. He could. He had arrow from Agastya Muni, blessed by the sun god. He could have killed all the 10 heads of Ravana in one shot. But Acharya explains he was just killing one, and then a second one would appear, because he wanted to give Ravana last chance, that maybe one of the head will think that let me feel sorry for what I have done and let me take shelter. So this is Lord Ram giving shelter to the very end, giving shelter to even Bali. Killing Bali is also giving him shelter. He did not kill any of his army people, just him, because he wasn't behaving. He kidnapped Sugriva's wife and so on. So this is, and then we know the story. We will run out of time. We have only 7 minutes left. That Vishwamitra Muni came and asked Dashrath Maharaj that I need your Ram to go with me to the forest because we perform, all the sages are performing yagyas, and these Marichi and Sabahu, who are right-hand man, disciples of Ravana, they come and they create so much havoc, and I want your son Ram to protect. And Dashrath had almost like a heart attack by hearing that. Because after thousands and thousands of years and performing yagya, he received Ram, he received Lakshman. He could not, it was like a thunderbolt striking him. It's explained it was like a blind man who just got his eyes and now he's going to lose his eyes again. It was very difficult for Dashrath Maharaj to say yes. But then he saw Vishwamitra Muni getting a little angry, but then Shishta Muni, the Kulu Guru, he came on the scene and he gave assurance to Dashrath Maharaj that Vishwamitra Muni is very, very powerful sadhu. He has his own missiles. He will not let any harm happen to your Ram. Do not worry. And your Ram is not an ordinary person. He is Supreme Personality of Godhead. So Dashrath Maharaj left. So that's the part of Lord Ram's. We will share one or two, we have 5 minutes, some teachings from Lord Ram's pastimes. How we can do Ram Katha without speaking about Hanumanji. So Hanumanji, greatest devotee in Dasya Bhav, we consider him Mahajana in that category of Dasya. But it's explained that when these Vanaras, Kapis, they were ready to go over the ocean to find Mother Sita, they were all thinking we can go, but then they all told Angad and Yamamanji that we can only go 10 miles, 50 miles, 60 miles, not 800 miles. Angad said, I can go 800 miles, but I cannot come back. So then Yamamanji, he inspired and reminded Hanumanji that you can do it. Hanumanji is supposed to be told. Another story, but so Hanumanji, at that time, he actually became, when he was reminded by Jamamanji, he became very big. And he said, yes, it's doable. I will increase my form. I will find Mother Sita. We all can, go over and kill Ravana, penalize him. So it seems like he boasted a little bit in that particular assembly after he was reminded. But our Acharya explains that he boasted so that he can give confidence to all the Vanaras, but their confidence was down. And it's amazing when Hanumanji became very big and he got on top of this Mahindra mountain, getting ready to fly. All these millions of Vanaras, they actually started praying. They said, yes, Hanumanji, we can do it. And you please go. And we will all pray for you here that your yatra be successful. Your mission will be successful. You come back very quickly with a wonderful message that you found Mother Sita. But then when Hanumanji went on the other side and he met, it's a long story, he found Mother Sita. there, Mother Sita asked Hanumanji this one pointed question. She said, Hanumanji, it seems like you're very powerful. You can become very little, you can become like a mountain. You're very powerful. And because of your power, you were able to come across the ocean. But what about these millions of other soldiers on the other side of the ocean? Can they come over the ocean? Can they fly over the ocean? I'm not sure. They're so powerful as you. So Hanumanji, out of his humility, again to give a confidence to Mother Sita. And this is part of that Maryada Purushottam, to create etiquettes and standards, how to boost the morale of those who you are associating with. Hanumanji said, he used the word Tulya. He said, Mother Sita, among all these millions of soldiers, I am the smallest. They all are either equal or greater than me. Now we know Lord Ram knew that Hanumanji was the greatest. But this is his humility. This is what he's teaching all of us, this Maryada, how to lead, how to give confidence to others. So we pay obeisances to Shri Hanumanji. We see Mother Sita's chastity also part of the Maryada. When Hanumanji told Mother Sita that I can take you back from Sri Lanka to the other side of the ocean. Mother Sita said, no. How I will go? He said, you can sit on my shoulder. Mother Sita said, you are brahmachari. I can't sit on your shoulder. So he said, no, you are my mother. Mother can, I'm your son. But then Mother Sita said, no, this credit of somebody coming to Sri Lanka and taking me back with to the other side of the ocean, to Kishkinda, that credit must go to my own husband, Lord Ram. Nobody else has a right to take that credit. So that chastity of Mother Sita is also part of the Maryada that we learn from Sri Ramayana. It's getting late, we can stop here. We'll continue some other time. Thank you so much. Shri Ram Navami Mahamotsav ki jai, Shri Prabhupada ki jai, Vaishnav ki jai.
Thank you very much, Devakinandan Prabhu. I'd like to wish everybody a safe and Krishna conscious day ahead. We'd like to wish everybody a happy Ram Navami. Very auspicious day today. The appearance of the Supreme Lord, Maryada Purushottam Ram. Fasting till sunset. We have program in the evening at the temple from 6 to 9, 6 to 7 being Kirtan, followed by Aarti Abhishek and then Ram Katha, and definitely followed by sumptuous feast after that. We'd like to offer our prayers to the Supreme Lord by chanting Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Ram,
Ram, Hare
Ram,
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 Hare. Shri Nrsimha
Nrsimha Jai, Nrsimha Jai,
Jai Jai
Jai Jai
Nrsimha Prahlade,
Nrsimha
Jai
Prahlade, Jai Padma Mukha
Padma
Padma Bringam,
Ugra Veera
Ugra
Vishnu
Vishnu Jalantam
Sarvatam
Sarvatam
Nrsimha
Nrsimha
Bhishana
Bhishanam
Bhadram
Bhadram Mrityam Mrityam Namamyaham.
नरसिंह भगवान की
जय
की
Jai.
जय
Let's offer our humble obeisances to all the assembled Vaishnavas. Vancha
Vanchakalpatrulyasya
Patitanam
Pavanebhyo
Vaishnavebhyo
Namo Namah.
Vaishnavinda ki
Jai.
Jai Srimad Bhagavatam
की
ki
जय
Prabhupada ki
जय
Jai.
Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्ण
Madhupati Prabhu. Hare Krishna,
Yeah.
Madhupati Prabhu. The fasting is till sunset or noon?
Sunset.
Yeah, okay, because there was some confusion yesterday.
In India, they follow till noon. According to our BBT calendar, it is sunset, and that's what we will follow, fasting till sunset.
Okay, thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you, Devakinandan Prabhuji. So you gave us so many points to meditate on. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Happy Ram
Thank you
Navami.
everybody. Hari Bol,
Happy
Hare
Ram
Krishna.
Navami.